Hi everyone, it's Gail, and it's time to start a new journal. So that is what we're going to do today. We are going to start on the gnome journal. So let's say hi and hugs to Cami, Karen, Marla, and Gloria. Thank you so much for watching and for your kind comments. And we will get started. So this is all the stuff that I'd kind of thrown in here to use for this journal. I guess we need a little basket for the ephemera, don't we? Let's do it. Get organized here. So these two we made recently. Those will go in there. Here is, oh my goodness, here's some little Saved by Grace creation, some little gnome guys. Here is a little, could put that on as a pocket or as a belly band, I suppose. These are just some images, as are these. I think this is from wrapping paper. Gnome napkin. And then I found this the other day. So, okay. These are more like things that we can use to make. This is the ephemera that came with the kit. Okay, and an extra page. Got a couple envelopes. And some gnome wrapping paper. Okay, so let's see. And then I've got some ruffles. Okay, here's the fabric flip. We'll put that in there. What I'm wondering is, would we want a page of this in there? I think we would. It goes so well. So let's see where we can put that in here. Yeah, I like it there. Okay. So we need to sew in. Is there anything else this is wanting? Let's see. Okay. Something we haven't done for a while. Is there? I don't know. Oh, by the way, this kit is from Cottage Craft Studios. I just was wondering if there was an envelope in here. And there is. There is this envelope. And so I think I might put that in the middle here. Yeah. Let's get it finished. Let's get it glued before we do that. Okay. Yeah, so how is everybody? Just jumped right in. This is my third video today. I'm just getting them done. Well, we've got volleyball, state volleyball coming up. We've got Thanksgiving, and we're hosting this year, and we're going to have, let's see, 4, 5, we're going to have 9 people, my son and my oldest daughter and their families. And yeah, so it's gonna be fun, but you know, I just don't know how much time I'm gonna have to film, so I'm getting her done as much as I can right now. So let's put that in there. Okay, I need to make space and get my, let's do the sewing in here. Get out all my tools. Got my awl, got my needle, and I need my clippies. Okay. Alrighty then, let's do this thing. Get you all, get you sewn in, Mr. Gnome. Yeah, I think middle is best on that. So, yeah, so we're back to red and green, really. Because I know I had a few folks who were like, I don't like pink Christmas. Although I also had a big bunch that said I didn't think I liked pink Christmas, but come to find out I do. So that was nice to hear too. Okay. All right. Ready to do the pokage. Going through all the layers here. I'm going to go inside the envelope because I don't want it to twist. Okay. Let's see if we got that poked well enough here to come through. Yeah, this one maybe could use a little more. Just makes it easier to sew it in if it's a decent sized hole. Okay, so what thread do I want to use? I think I'll just use a light thread. Nope, you know, I'm going to use black. Or this is kind of a charcoal. Yeah, I think I'll use this, and it's most likely going to get covered up anyway, because I do like myself a little lace on the spine. Okay. Go through there, you silly little thread. There we go. Okay. Gonna hold that with my thumb. Go in. Whoopsie. Darn it. Got a little too rambunctious and got the envelope, but I think it's okay. As it turns out, no big deal. Ooh, this gray thread ended up being just the right color. It's good. Okay. Oops, I split the thread there. That's not good. Excuse me while I... Okay, I think what I can do is just clip that and it'll be okay. There we go. Got it. Okay. Yeah, splitting the thread as a general rule is not a good thing. Okay, so pull her tight. And we'll just do like a little bow in here inside the envelope. Like that. Okay. Crisis averted. Let's get all our stuff put away, and then we'll see if there's something we'd like to put on the spine there. Oh dear. Slight craft-a-lanch. Nothing, no supplies were hurt in the craft-a-lanch. I do kind of like that. I don't think it really needs, with all of this going on, I don't think I'm going to put anything on the spine. I'm just going to leave it like that, I think. Yeah. Okay, so I found this the other day, and I would like to put some of that on here. And there's probably enough for a couple of pages. So what if we put some there? Or we could do the green. Yeah, I liked it better on the other page. Okay, so this page we're gonna do, I'll just cut it right here. And then I'm just gonna measure another one. Yeah, I found this in my stash, and I'm like, ooh, I need to use that. And it goes really, I mean, this is just all red and green anyways, but okay, I'll put that there. And then, yeah, we do have enough, so let's do a page that's closer in. Maybe this one? Yeah, let's do this one. And one more. And that leaves us just a little bit that we could do something with. We could decorate something with that. Okay, and then the candy cane on this side is where, up here. Okay, a little Fabri-Tac. And we'll get these on here. Then they can dry. Well, I have another project I want to do. So this can dry while that's happening. Okay. I don't know, it may be a weird thing, but I like the ruffles to go down rather than up. Isn't that, I don't know. I'm weird, I know. Okay. And I do like the sewing to not show on this side. So we're making some progress here. Yeah, I think we're going to have to maybe make some, either make some pieces or decorate some pieces that will fit in with the gnome of this journal. Okay, and this one. Okay. Yep, looks good. And they here's this one. Along with the lace that's on the edge of the cover, I think this will be fun to have these ruffles. Okay, cool. Yeah, that makes a nice edge. I like it. Okay, good. Good, good. Did that. Now for the one project I wanted to do. I wanted to decide which one of these could go nicely in this journal. I think any of them probably could. Remember that? I got this card when we were in Grand Junction. We went to a restaurant and the waitress does these, you know, on her off time, and yeah, it was perfect for this journal. I'm feeling this one. So I want to gnome it up a little bit. Okay, these are going to go in the ephemera area, but let's move this over. We'll switch places. I'm wondering, now that I found these little gnomes, but I also have these gnomes, but they're just too tall. Let's see what we have here. Dear Santa, it was the gnome. Gnome for Christmas. Ho, ho, ho. Home sweet gnome. He gnomes if you've been bad or good. I'll be gnome for the holidays. Cute. So again, this was Saved by Grace Creation. Okay, and she had made these little gnomes. So we've got one with a present. We've got one with a sucker. They're all really cute. I like the green in that. Okay. I think we should use one of these little sayings too, because they're just super cute. I do think I'm going to put a little texty something there. I actually like some music, I think. Here we go. Here's some music. Gosh, I think it was supposed to rain here today, but the sun's still out. So I don't think it's going to do it anytime soon. I don't know. Oh, come all ye faithful. I think I'd like to keep that. And let's see. Just right under this wording. Take that off. That's a scrap to be used on something else. Yeah, perfect. Okay. And I'm just gonna go right to there. Okay, that's gonna go there, and then my little gnome will go there, and he just shows up a bit better, I think. Okay, this has scorched timber, so I'm going to do that. I'm just wondering what I might have in the to-do box that I could use some of those other gnomes in these gnomes, and there's probably stuff in the ephemera too. Yeah, just fun to be had here. Okay. There's that, and this is kind of like cardstock, so I'm going to use some art glitter glue. Okay, let's put you there. And then one of these. Gnome is where my heart is. I actually like he gnomes if you've been bad or good. I think we'll use that. See if I can cut it semi-straight. Okay, I'm just going to nip the corners of this, and then I'm going to distress it. I think first I'm going to take some vintage photo and just color that in a little bit. It's just a little white for my liking. There we go. I think it's a label. Feels like it anyway. Yep. Tis a label. So I'm going to put that right here. Okay, and there we are, decorated up for that anyway. Okay, cool. So this can go in here. So this is for a page. This is fabric flips for a page, and this could be for a page. So, okay. Now, what I wanted to do is look in my pre-made ephemera here, or I mean my to-do box of ephemera, and I'm looking at these little sprayed tags might just fit these nicely. Oh, what if I put his hat around the hole? I kind of love that. Oh. Maybe this guy. Could put him there. Okay. And I want to use these because they're on my desk and because I didn't want to forget about them, but I also am worried I'm going to squish them. That's cute. Yeah, I felt like they needed to go on tags. Kind of overpowers them. That's kind of cute. Okay. And then maybe we can use those sayings on there too. Now, I do have another gnome journal that I have in the queue, if you will. And so I don't have to use all of these in this, but I probably can, probably will. Okay. Well, let's do this thing. Then we'll figure out what else to put on there. I like him with his hat around the hole. That's just kind of whimsical and fun. Okay, little dude, we're gonna put your hat on first, and the rest of you will follow. Okay. Alrighty then. Yeah, and we might have to look in the finished ephemera and just kind of see what we can gnome up, you know. I need to grab some more paper towels for over here. Got them on my mixed media table, but don't have enough over here. Okay, there's those two, and then you guys, whoop. Okay, put you right about there. And this one. This one here. Okay, and these little sayings. At least I think they'll fit on the bigger tags. These might need something else, like a word or something. I think I like, there's no place like gnome for this one. Maybe I just put it right up there. Okay, once again though, I'm gonna vintage photo it. Okay. Okay, there's that one. And this one. Gnome for the holidays. Oh, I like this one. Dear Santa, it was the gnome. Wasn't me. I wouldn't have done that. Okay. I think I want this like right here. Dear Santa, it was the gnome. And then let's do one of these on this one. Oh. Okay, and this one is not distressed. I think. And then I think what I might do, I've got all these strings up here from the just the manila tags, you know. I think I might put them all together. Let's see how this does. We can always take it out if we don't like it. But I do like it. But I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I'm gonna make it into a bow. Bit easier said than done, but okay, there's that one and that one. So those will go back in the things to put in pockets. Now these guys, the magical would fit on there, but I feel like I might want something else. Let me just unbury, pull that up there and see if we've got some, like I could put that there. I like that. Sometimes I just want an alternative to a label, which oftentimes is a butterfly, but for Christmas. Now I might, if there's a up and down word, I might put something there. I also have some stars. That's cute on there. Okay, and then let's see. All the words in these things are sideways. Let me check out my labels here and see if there's any up and down words. Oh, there's some more of those. I need to put those with these ones so I know where they're at. Yes, here's some. A jewel design, which never lets me down. Yep. Okay, and on you, I kind of think I might like the green better. Mistletoe. Cheer. Yeah, those two. Okay, this is Forever Christmas Word Labels by A Jewel Design. Okay. So we'll just get these on there and those two will be done too. Nice. Okie dokie. There's those two also. And I want to see what's in here. Just kind of want to see what we have to work with. We've got some words, which is always fun. Okay. And got some those. Got a couple of little pocket sort of things. Couple of side pocket sort of things. Some round embellishments. and some tags. And kind of almost like some note paper, which is fun. Okay. Let's see what we can do with these. So, yeah, Gnome Christmas, Cottage Craft Studios. So I'll put that in the description box, the link to that. This is pretty fun. Wonder what we have. I mean, it could be a belly band. It could be the side of a page. I don't know. We'll think about that later. Let's think about this. I think I'd like those kind of staggered like that. I don't know. These aren't quite big enough for me. Let me get my finished ephemera sort of stuff and just see if there's this one we could maybe put a gnome on. That's an envelope. It could possibly be gnomed up. Kind of like this belly band for this. I'm going to put that in the bin there. Can I put that on there? I think I'll do that. And then that, I think I can gnome that up a little too. There's this side pocket. No, but what if I put that on there? I think I will. What else do we have here? A gnome on there might be fun. Okay, what about a sack? We really just got Santa, but he looks a little gnome-like in that. I think I'm gonna keep that one for, okay. We might have to go through there again just because I was just thinking about these pockets really, but, okay, so I think what I'm going to do with this is back it with some book page. Just because it's real thin. Okay, we'll just make that a little more sturdy. Okay. Okay, and see if I can do a halfway decent job of this. Okay. So this, I think we'll give it some edges. And this is a pocket, so it'll go on a page like this, and then a big journal card can go in there. But we need to put this on there. Stuff and things everywhere, don't I? Oh. Do get myself in a mess some days. Okay, so let's put that right down there to the bottom, kinda. And then I think we can fit a gnome on there. One of these little guys. I'm thinking about the candy cane. With something. Hang on one second. Yes, I threw this over here today. What if we put that kind of down there like that? Again, I need to just take the shine off a little bit. What else do I need? Do I need something else? What was in here that was? I was thinking of these round things, but I don't know that. No. I kind of want one more thing right there, but I don't know exactly what. Maybe just a piece of, let me grab my regular scraps. Maybe just a piece of doily would do. See if that would make me happy. Yeah, I think so. Okay. Just gonna cut you in half. Okay, so like right about there. Chop that off. Yeah, that makes me happy. Okay. We're just really gnoming things up, aren't we? And then this. Ah! Here, you. Like that. Okay. then we can tuck something in here and here. Let's give you a little more of an edge here. Okay, that's ready to go in. How we doing? We're good. We got a little bit more time. Okay, this, I was thinking, I don't love that. So I'm thinking we put that there and put a gnome on it. But again, it's very thin, so I think I'm gonna put it on some book page. Okay. Just strengthen it up a bit. Okay. Okay, and then, yeah, that will do. That will work. We might end up using a little bit of the doily on this too, behind this gnome. I don't know. Yeah. Okay. And what I do with my gnomes, guys. What I do with them. There they are. Which one would look good on here? I like this little guy. Yeah, and he just fits there really nicely. Okay. Gnome for the holidays. Let's use this one. He's a little straightening. Okay. That there. Just cut this at an angle. Don't think we need the, or do we? I'm going to put that down there. That would be cute, I think. Okay. See if I can do it. That's going to be the other thing. But I'm going to try and put the glue on the doily. Ugh. Yeah, that's cute. Okay, now back to where I was. That is ready, so that can go. Yep, just right there. Like that. And this little guy. He's going to sit right there. And we gnomed that up. I don't gnome about you, but I'm having some fun. Okay, yay. And then that's a little pocket, so that'll be fun to fill. Okay, so we did that. This Santa is good. He's going to just go in. And then I was thinking, how are we doing time-wise? Good. I was thinking of just putting one of the, you're not going in there. There you go. One of the little gnomes, like just down here or something. I mean, I've got them. I might as well use them, right? Okay, and this says Merry Christmas a lot, so I've got 3 more left. This little green hat goes really well, doesn't it? I could put that, him there, and then I'll be gnome for the holidays. I just kind of want to cover up this Merry Christmas a little bit, like that. Okay. Let go, let go. There it is. Okay, so you're gonna be about there. So I want you right there, I think. Almost straight, not quite. That's better. Okay, and I think that's all this needs. Is just one little something to gnome it up a little bit. Okay, I'll just put him on so that the sign shows like that. Okay. Yep, cool. Okay, there's that. Now, I've got 2 more gnomes. I've got these 2 little things, and I don't think that goes at all. So I'm gonna put that back in. And this one, I was just kind of thinking of having it stick up over the top of the, I think I like this one, over the top of this bottom pocket, just kind of right like that. Okay. Just like that. And that's another pocket. Now these 2, I still don't know what I'm gonna do with. I feel like we need something bigger though. This is like 3. I like this is like 3 3/4, and I like a pocket to be about 4 inches. I'm wondering about this piece of music. what if we, okay, I'm just gonna make it a bigger pocket, that's all. Because this is about 4 3/4, so that'll work. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and put this on the cardstock. Okay, that on here, and I'm just gonna fold it over the top like so. And then what I'm thinking of doing is just putting that pocket, maybe with something like that. And I think I'm just gonna leave it the paper because what I'm thinking is some of those little journal cards and things maybe fit in here, and they'd be, I think I'm gonna round the corners. They'd be, so much for the tidy crafter that I usually am. I usually can't stand a bunch of mess around me, but I just have, Christmas has just gotten explosive around here. Okay, then I'm going to put that on there. And then we'll find something to kind of decorate that pocket a little bit. How about one of these little things? I think I like him over there. Put him here. And how about Gnome for Christmas? Just right up there. Okay, and here I go again, trying to get the backing off. Okay. Okay. There's another little pocket. And it looks like we better call it a day. So, we got our journal sewn together. We still have this, and we still have these. We got our journal sewn together, and we got quite a bit of Gnome ephemera. Okay, so this is sewn together. Fun little envelope in the middle. And then we did, geez, we did a lot actually. We did this one. We did this one. We gnomed this one up. We gnomed this one up. And this one. And then our 4-pocket guy. So, what I like about 12 pieces, as you know. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So more to do, but having fun doing it. I I don't know about you. Oh, I tickle myself with these stupid things I say. Here it is, the Gnome Journal. This is part 1. We'll just see you for part 2. Well, I don't know. Let's see. Tomorrow, what is tomorrow? Tomorrow is Forgotten Friends Friday, so we'll do something with that too. And maybe revisit this about Sunday after Friday and Saturday are done. So thanks everybody so much for being here. Have a grateful day. Be kind always. We'll see you in the next video. Bye.